started as a game. But the thing about games is that something always wants to win. I was 16 when it happened. It was early October, cold enough that the windows fogged from our breath. My parents were out for the night, and my best friend Noah came over. We'd been friends since we were little. Same school, same street. We always found ways to entertain ourselves, even when there wasn't much to do. That night, we decided to play a different kind of hide-and-seek. We called it Lights Out. The rules were simple. One seeker, one hider. But the entire house had to be pitch black. No phones, no flashlights, no sound. You only win if you can get close enough to touch the seeker before they find you. It sounded stupid, I know, but something about the total darkness, about hearing every single creak of the house, made it exciting. Noah wanted to go first. He shut off every light, one by one, until only the faint glow from the street outside bled through the curtains. Then he told me to count to 60. I pressed my hands over my eyes and started counting out loud. I could hear moving at first the soft thud of footsteps on the old floorboards, then complete silence. When I finished counting, I whispered, "Ready or not," and started walking into the dark. The air felt heavy, thick. Every breath I took sounded way too loud. I checked the kitchen first. Nothing. As I passed the hallway, the mirror caught a flicker of movement behind me, but when I spun around, it was gone. I told myself it was just my own reflection playing tricks on me. Then, I went upstairs. The second floor always felt colder, like the heat never quite reached that far. The door to my parents' room was cracked open. I pushed it slowly, half expecting him to jump out and scare me. But the room was still. The bed was untouched. The closet was slightly ajar. I whispered, "Noah." No answer. I crouched down to look under the bed, nothing but old boxers. When I stood up again, I swear I heard breathing. It was right behind me. He spun around, but no one was there. My chest felt tight now. I told myself to stop freaking out, to just finish the game. I checked the guest room next. The curtains were swaying, even though the window was closed shut. For a split second, I thought I saw a dark figure standing by the wall, but when I blinked, it vanished. That's when Noah's voice suddenly yelled from downstairs. "Found you?" He started laughing. I let out a huge sigh of relief and went down, asking him where he'd been. He pointed, grinning. "Under the stairs, the whole time." "You didn't see me." I just shook my head. But then he said something that completely froze me. He asked, "Hey, when you went upstairs, who were you talking to?" I told him I wasn't talking to anyone. His face went pale. He said he heard another voice whispering back to me, a low, guttural voice, and it definitely wasn't mine. We tried to laugh it off, pretending it was just the old house making noises. But after that, every sound felt wrong. We decided to switch now. It was my turn to hide. I went down to the basement, where the air smelled like damp earth and metal. There was an old mattress leaned against the far wall, and I slid behind it, my heart pounding in my ears. Upstairs, I heard Noah start counting. His voice echoed faintly through the vents. Double quotes. ... 50, 59, 60. Then silence. I waited, and I waited. Minutes crawled by. There were no footsteps, no movement. Hustelu. Constant hum of the furnace. Then, from the darkest corner of the basement, something shifted. A slow, dragging sound, like heavy fabric being pulled across the concrete floor. I thought maybe Noah was just trying to scare me. But when I called his name, his voice answered. From all the way upstairs, that dragging sound got closer. I could hear breathing now, slow and uneven. My heart was slamming against my ribs. I grabbed an old flashlight from a nearby shelf and flicked it on. The second I did, the sound stopped. The beam of light hit the far wall, and there, smudged into the thick dust, was a handprint. It was way too big to be Noah's. I ran upstairs screaming his name. We both bolted out of the house, and it untopped until we were standing in the middle of the street. When the police came, they searched the basement and found nothing. No footprints, no signs of forced entry, just that single, unexplained handprint on the wall. 4 weeks after that, I kept hearing the floorboards creak at night. Sometimes, I'd wake up and swear I could hear someone counting, very softly, somewhere in the dark. Noah moved away about a year later. We never talked about it again, but every time I see an empty house at night, I think about that game, and I can't help wondering, when the lights go out, and you're sure you're alone, what if something else wants to play? If you've ever experienced something you can't explain, a strange noise, a shadow in the corner of your eye, or a feeling that you went alone, I want to hear about it. Share your story in the comments below. I read every single one, and you never know. Your story might be the next one I tell. Thanks for listening, and if you enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe for more.